the Delta Math assignment table to exponential function. So we are going to find the equation of the exponential function represented by the table below. So to find this out, we are going to use our function form that goes like this. Y equals a times b to the x. So our a is going to be our starting value. So we can see what our starting value is because it is where x is 0. So we know that we can start plugging in things that we know, 0.2. So that's going to be what y is when b is 0, because b to the 0 power is 1, and 1 times 0.2, so yeah, that makes sense. What can we multiply 0.2 by to get 0.6? So what can we multiply this by? And notice that we are given x is equal to 1. So I can write 1 up here, or I can just leave it blank because anything to the 1 power is itself. So there's no, we don't have to put a 1 there. So we have 0.6 at x is 1. So I do not have to put anything here. I could just put a 1, but since b to the first power is just b, we don't have to put that. So I'm going to leave that blank. 0.6 is equal to 0.2 times b. So we are just going to try to find out what b is. We're solving for b. So I'm dividing both sides by 0.2. So then when you divide 0.6 by 0.2, you get 3. So you could use a calculator to do that. So I'm going to use the TI-84. This is SmartView. You may have a TI-84 at home to use, or maybe you have one that your teacher has given you or that you bought. This is not necessarily the calculator that you might use for Algebra 1, but it'll do its trick for this. So the way that you're going to find that on here is you're going to take 0.6 and divide it by 0.2. So then we do that, we get 3. Another way to see that is 0.6 over 2 is the same thing as 6 over 2, which is 3. So we now have our b. So y equals 0.2 times 3 to the x. And that's going to be our final answer. Y is equal to 0.2 times 3 to the x power. So to get the exponent, you either hit Shift and 6, or if you click this keyboard button, it gives you a list of things you can do. So I'm going to do that. So it's my answer. I should get that beautiful green check mark, and I know that I did it correctly. So that is how you do this Delta Math assignment.